Alright guys, how's she going today? So she's back to raining again. We're up to 1 inch of rain so far. And this isn't even freaking half over yet. But the wind's starting to pick up now though, which is great news. So, just great news. So, we got a couple things here. 3 things actually, but I didn't bring out one of them. But, anyways, I ordered a backrest for the 1586, the seat, the backrest part of it, because this one was getting wore out too, and unfortunately, since it's wore out, it's getting the new cushion, the bottom cushion, dirty. So I want to keep that clean. So I bought a brand new backrest, same color as what the seat is, the bottom cushion there. So today would have been a good day to install it, because it is a rainy day. That's a good day to do projects, but I'm not going to get wet. So I'm not going to really bother, I guess, too much. But I got, that, and then I also ordered some newer used battery boxes for the 1586. These come out of looked like a 3788. I don't know. This one looks like it's in a little bit more rougher shape than that one. I don't know what's the deal with this one, but she's a little bit rougher shape. So I think I'm going to have to sand that and probably paint it. Not really sure. Because that's just going to rust out in a matter of a couple of years, I imagine. So it looks like it has kind of already started almost. So I think if we sand it and paint it, I'm not going to paint the whole thing, just to slow down the rust as much as freaking possible. I got 1 can of paint, but it looks like I've already touched it a little bit, so I don't even know how much paint's going to be left in that. So I'm probably going to have to order more, which is fine. So, and yes, these come from Allstate Ag. The seat cushion, I ordered that online, so I don't really know what dealer or what factory it came from, but I know these come from South Dakota. I forget because there's multiple different stores throughout the U.S., but the one I mostly deal with is the South Dakota one. I think there's probably 2 or 3 even in South Dakota, but I think it's the closest one to home. I think. I've dealt with them for years now, just because when I blew that hydraulic hose on the seat, I could have went to Case IH and gotten a brand new one, but they were expensive. So I talked to that guy where my bank is at in that town. They're no longer there. That business shut down, which is kind of a bummer because they are nice to have around, but they were nice to have around when they were around. So, but he was the one that actually gave me their number and said, well, you can get a used one at a salvage yard. And he says what's nice about these guys is they'll actually ship to you. So that's kind of the reason why now all Allstate Ag places, they will ship to you, just not the one in South Dakota. They all will. But I just deal with the one in South Dakota because I have their number, and I don't have to look it up. It's programmed in my cell phone now too, because I've been calling them back and forth on this and then some other stuff too. So, but yeah. But they are in better shape than what I have currently. The ones I have are just completely rusted out. You probably could rebuild them if you're good at rebuilding stuff. I'm not. I mean, I could cut the floor out and weld in a new plate and you'd be fine. But, the problem is it's not really so much like the floor that's rotting out. It's where the floor meets the sidewall. All that area there is blown out. So you'd have to cut part of the sidewall too. You'd have to shorten it, cut it out, and then it's just a lot of welding. I like welding, don't get me wrong, so I'm going to hang on to my old battery boxes, believe it or not. I will attempt to rebuild them at some point. Not really just to reuse them, it's just more or less to stick around with them and have something to actually weld on and maybe increase my welding skills a little bit. I haven't done any welding at all this year, so no, I did early on in the winter, first winter there. So well, maybe I have, but I haven't welded all summer though. So we'll put it that way, I guess. But yeah, these battery boxes they're definitely heavy, and these look a lot bigger than even mine. But I guess they just, when you have them out of a tractor, they just look big. They just look bigger. So he didn't give me the bolts that when you mount these to the cab, which is fine because I think I could just reuse mine. I think they're fine. But he did give me the battery tie downs, which I have them on mine as well, but I don't use them. I might actually just take these off, to be honest with you, because sure, you should be having them in, because with the tractor bouncing around and stuff like that. But the problem is I take my batteries, I take them out in the wintertime, so I don't really want my batteries strapped down. I think this technically does two things. One is it keeps the battery from bouncing up, and then two, I think it keeps maybe the sidewalls from, bowing out. That's the only thing I can see of them actually being any of use. But even on my old ones, I don't use them, so they're just hanging there because I take my batteries out. Now, if I had a heated shop and everything, I would leave my batteries in year round, and it wouldn't matter. I would, strap them down nice and tight and don't have to worry about them. But since I deal with them so much, it's not worth it. But yeah. So at least we got some newer battery boxes. That one's actually in pretty nice shape, so that one is definitely going to be usable. But this one here, the right-hand side one, because he's got them marked, that one's going to have to get some love, just to stop maybe try to get the rust out. I might even have to use the angle grinder. I don't know if I can get my angle grinder in there. I'm running out of time to paint too, because we're not going to have too many more nice days. So I'm definitely going to have to paint and then let the paint sit for a little bit, and then bring these things back into the house just to even get the paint to cure right. So, but you don't have to do anything. You can just leave them the way they are. But I feel like that's the left-hand side actually might be all right. I may not even do anything with him. But this right-hand side one's going to need some attention, but. Looks like it's just, it just grind the rust off and paint it, and it probably would be fine again. But he was nice enough to mark them, so you know what is what, right hand side and left hand side, and then he marked what tractor they come out of. I don't know if he did that or if they do that when they tear these tractors apart and they mark stuff. But I like that. I'm okay with them doing that, because I like to know what tractor my stuff come off of. And supposedly the battery boxes come off of 3788, so but I don't know what that is. That's not one of those. I don't think that's a 2+2. I don't think. No, I think that's. I don't know. I can't remember what that was now, but. My brain says that it come out of a 2+2, but I don't think that's right. So, but whatever. It's a 3788, whatever international tractor that is. It's that's all we know. It's an international tractor. So, yeah. But that's okay. I don't care what they come out of, just as long as they're in good shape. And these are in much better shape than mine. I'm gonna give that one some love, but I could repaint I could just repaint it all of them. Make them look shiny and new again, which. I don't have enough paint to do that. Unfortunately, I would have to order like 10 cans, so just to even repaint this. But I guess I can, just to make myself feel better. So I don't know. We'll see. And then I have, like I said, I ordered that backrest thing. That's here. Came at the same time these showed up, so that's fantastic. And then I hope I got this right, but I did order a tilt steering kit for my for the 1586 as well. I talked to a guy and he wasn't really sure on what I needed. He just thought maybe I needed some parts off of it. But I told him, I gave him the number for the tractor that I was looking at. because they have a number there that you give them and they'll know what tractor you're talking about. Well, supposedly that tractor's not even there anymore. So he says, well, what do you need? I can probably go find it off another junk tractor. And I just told him that I needed basically everything. Everything but the dash panel and the steering wheel, like the actual part that you grip with your hand, because I could just reuse mine. So if he'll send me everything, I don't know. I hope he does, because I said everything. The column, the U-joint, all the hardware. So I'm a little bit nervous about that, just because I don't know if he'll send me everything. I said everything but those two things. So hopefully I'll get everything that I need. I don't know when the hell I'll ever put that in. The young guy just says I can probably do it myself, but I don't know. I'm not good at cutting holes in things. You know, I kind of fuck them up. So, but I don't know. For now, we'll just do what we can do. I can do the backrest, and I think me and my uncle probably could do the battery boxes ourselves. It's just 4 bolts. So soak them down in some PB Blaster or something and let them sit for a little bit and they'll be fine. So we got that done. Like I said, I'll give these maybe some love. At least that one anyway. And then, yeah, and then I got that tilt steering kit coming. I don't know what tractor that come out of. So he said just to, I guess, call back if I wanted to make sure that, you know, they had, well, they said that they would call me back if they had some type of issue with getting paid, because that can be an issue too sometimes, but so far I haven't had any issues with it. It could just be using my bank, you know. I have a limit, so I have to make sure I don't go over my limit. So if they do go over my limit, then they can't take their money out. So then I have to call my bank and have my limit lifted, so then they can take all their money. Or I have to wait for another whole new day. So it's just some type of security thing that my bank does, which whatever. It's inconvenient when you want to order tons of shit, but whatever. So. And it didn't take long for this stuff to show up. That's why I like Allstate Eggs so much, is because you get your stuff within a couple of days. You know, this isn't like top priority. Like I need these things tomorrow kind of thing. I just need them. You know, so if you can get them here at some point in life, that'd be great. So, but you know, they don't take very long at all. A couple of days and they're good. So, but at least we have new battery boxes. Won't be, you know, take the batteries out and unbolt them and should be able to bolt the new ones right in. So, and he didn't send me, another thing that he didn't send me was the front cover. There's a front cover on here. I don't need them because mine are still perfectly fine. They're not even rusting, which is surprising. So I'm going to be able to reuse mine. Yeah, so I just needed the boxes. That's all I needed anyway. I think that's actually a separate part, so, but whatever. So that's what I got so far. Battery boxes, a rear cushion seat thing for the seat, or backrest, I mean. And then I supposedly have a tilt steering kit coming. That'll probably be here in a couple of days. I just hope that they send me everything that I need. I'll have to have the young guy come and look to make sure I got everything. He'll be coming, I imagine, pretty soon to get his hay. So, but I'll have him look at the boxes and whatever. I don't know if they'll send it in one big box or separate boxes. I don't really know. So, but, yeah. But that's okay. So, we'll, hopefully we get we get everything that we need for the tilt steering, and maybe if the young guy feels like helping me out, he can kind of guide me along and we can get her installed. I don't know if we'll get it done this year or not, but at least the main thing would be to get it here, and then we can install it whenever. The battery boxes, like I said, me and my uncle can do that. That ain't gonna be a big deal. But I might want to paint that one first. I don't really know. I think just the floor, a little bit of the side, and then maybe the bottom. I don't know. I don't really want to paint the whole thing, but I guess you could too. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, I got one more thing here too, and I've been wanting this for quite a while, and I've been needing it for Big Red. Right here. This is a come in a nice little bag. It wasn't a box, but I took it out of the box already because I wanted to play with it a little bit. So it is a little, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Noco, whatever, battery jumper. This is their smallest one. They have, bigger ones obviously, but this is good enough for, this is the JB20, in case you guys already saw that. So 12 volt, 500 amp, I guess that is, I'm not really sure, but it's pretty small. Like, I mean, that's small. So yeah, so I got that. And then the thing I don't like, which I guess is okay, but I think they could be a little longer. These are the jumper cables. You attach this end into your doohickey, and then this goes onto your battery. And then you just do your jump start. And then of course I come with the book and a charging cable. Just a basic charging cable. So I already charged it. It took about 3 hours, what they said in the book, depending on your size of cable. And then of course I come with the book. Of course you can see how thick the book is, but that's just because it's all in different languages. So, but yeah, this is what's going to go on Big Red. When I go places, obviously I'm going to put him on Big Red. I don't think he'll fit. He might fit in the glove box, but my glove box is already getting, crammed full of shit. So it's kind of, it is what it is. But so, but it also has, because you can turn it on. Let's see here. Yeah, a little blink. It's charging you, telling you how full it is, that it's active. And then you have I guess you got a flashlight. I don't know, can I turn it on? Nope, it has to be on. Okay, so you have a bright, and a little bit dimmer, and a little bit dimmer. Flash, I think that's an SOS. Some type of flasher, and then you got another flasher. Supposedly this thing is supposed to be able to tell when you're hooked up to a battery. And then if you don't get enough power, because there is like some safety stuff built into this obviously, so you can't fry anything. But if you need to override that safety stuff, there's a little red button here, right here. That'll override the safety stuff, and then it'll just send maximum power right to your battery. That's if you have a completely dead battery and you need to be able to jump start it. So, and then your leads for your battery go in here, and then to your battery obviously. And then you can also charge, like your cell phone or whatever right through here. Okay. And then the other one, get this closed up. You got a second port here. That is your charging port to charge the jumper. So this is the one I was trying to get on Northern Tool, but they didn't have it in stock at the time. So I figured I'd just give it a shot, at Walmart and see if they had it. Sure enough, they did. So, and I jumped on it. So, not sure where I'm going to keep this in Big Red. Or maybe I'll just keep it in the house, and then when I go to start Big Red, I'll grab this and just throw them on the rack or something. So, but it's very small though, which I'm surprised. But they said this thing is only rated from lawnmowers or like dirt bikes and stuff like that to small cars. So, like trying to start the Blazer on this probably isn't going to happen. You might get a little bit of a boost, but you're not going to get enough to crank it over. So you'd have to get a bigger jumper for a bigger SUV. So, which I may do in the future as well. But since I drive Big Red, mostly I got this. And yeah. And when you do buy them, it does come with some juice in there, but you have to fully charge it. Yeah, so, but if I ever get stranded out in the field with Big Red, this is going to be nice to have, because it'll jump it should technically jumpstart him. He should get a good boost out of that. So, and of course, I love that it came in with its own little bag. That's kind of a nice little touch. Since 1914, apparently they've been around. I don't know what they were making back in the day, but what they're making now is fucking genius. I love it. So, and I've known about these things for a number of years now. I think they've been around for what, well over 5 years now. I think they've been out, maybe even longer. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of smart, you know. It's like it's better than carrying a spare battery with you, you know. It's like it takes up room. This you could throw like in your glove box and you wouldn't even know it was there, you know. So, but yeah, it's actually going to be good for Big Red. It might start the Pontiac because that is considered a smaller car. I don't really know. But definitely Big Red and the John Deere. If I have an issue with the John Deere ever, it'll start them just fine. So, but unfortunately, Big Red's plugged into the tender right now, so I'm not going to get to test this thing out. But, you know, I don't like having to put it on the tender all the time, especially when I'm actually using it. You think it would charge when you're using it, but it's, I don't know. Like I said, it seems to go dead after a while, so, you know, this is just a cheap investment. They're not cheap, but they're cheap enough, you know. I think this was like $80 for this little guy, so maybe it was, yeah, $80 I think it was. So good deal for, you know, what you get out of it. I think you get plenty out of it, so it's going to be good enough for Big Red. So and the John Deere and maybe the Pontiac, but I'm not going to carry it on the Pontiac. We've never really had an issue with the Pontiac. My uncle always keeps the batteries well charged, so his chargers actually have a maintainer built into them too, so he can literally just, you know, set it to maintain and he can walk away if he wanted to. So, but he just lets it charge for as long as it needs to, and then when it goes into float mode, then he'll unplug everything. So, but yeah, but she's definitely windy and rainy and cold. So, but yeah, I think I got a couple of other things coming yet too. I think they were for the Blazer as well. Yeah, I got at least 2 more things that are coming for the Blazer. Because like I said, I am going to slowly start doing stuff to that now too. Still forgot to order stuff for Big Red. I know I got to replace his headlights and stuff. I want to order some LEDs, but I don't know, some of them just get bad reviews, you know. So like some are saying that they're dimmer than the factory lights, which I don't really want dimmer. You know. But I like LEDs because they're more clear, you know. They're not yellow like that. But yet the yellow ones are more brighter, apparently. So that's what some of them say anyway. I don't know about the other ones. I think if you want better ones, you got to pay a little more for them. So, but, yeah. So, that's what we got today. Some battery boxes, which I'm glad about. Like I said, the one's going to need a little bit of love, but luckily it's just paint. You know, you just grind that rust off and put some paint in her and she'll be fine again. I might just do the bottom of it. I don't know. I think it's, or the inside at least. So, and then, yeah, I got the batteries. I got the backrest. I got this little charger, or the jumper, I mean, which I'm definitely glad about that. I've been wanting to get them for the last couple of months, but Northern Tool never got it in stock for some reason. I don't know why. They kept saying it was on back order, but they had a date to when they think they were going to come in, but they kept upping it. So I was like, well, I'm getting kind of tired of waiting, so I'll just order them somewhere else. See, I'm looking here to see how bad this is. This is the worst one. This is the right-hand side. It's not bad on the outside. It's not rusted through. I think if I just grind it or sand it, the inside and the outside, and just throw a layer. The inside's way, whoa, hello. The inside's way worse. That's what's going to need. It looks like it's already been eating through the metal. Shit. Yeah. So this isn't going to last too many more years either, but I think if I sand it, fuck, you'd probably be better off And that's some decently thick metal, so it should last a while yet, but I don't know what the hell that is. Kind of looks like almost somebody attempted to weld that at one time. I don't know, it's still better than what I have now. I could rock it the way it is, but it's just gonna continue to rust out, and you're gonna be screwed. So I don't know. This is the one that needs the most amount of attention. So even though how tempted I am just to repaint it, make it look brand new again, but I don't know. But then you would have to paint the other one too, right? So I don't mind, painting stuff, making stuff look nice, but I'm not great at painting either, so yeah. So whatever. This is the one that needs the most amount of attention. This one's alright. I mean, it's dirty. It's not even really even rusty, it's just dirty. Yeah, paint's coming off, but yeah, this one I think you could just sand it and then just paint it and it'd be perfectly freaking fine. That one's gonna need a lot of sanding. This one's just gonna need. This is just gonna need the paint rubbed off, get the loose paint off, and then just get a thin layer of new stuff put on, just so it slows down the rust. So. But yeah, it has these battery tie downs or whatever these things are. But I have them on my old one, so I've never hooked them up or anything like that. I never really found it necessary. And plus, they always kind of got in the way anyway for when you want to unhook the batteries and stuff. So may just run it without them. And then, yeah. But, yeah, definitely going to need some sanding on this one. I probably should even just do this worst one first and get it done and over with. So, but, at least we got some new battery boxes. And then I got my little charger doohickey. I'm going to take that back with me because I need that. So, and then I got that backrest, and that hopefully I got everything for the tilt steering gear. That should be here in the next few days as well. That wind is. This is almost kind of like a damn tropical storm. It's like a tropical storm coming, and you know how the winds slowly pick up? That's what this is doing right now. But it's raining, and we're already up to an inch of rain. And the day's not quite over with yet, so. But I don't know. Who knows when we'll actually get some good weather, so actually install any of this good stuff. So, but another thing I was going to say too about that tilt steering thing, because like I said, I bought one from a salvage yard. They didn't really want that much for it, which was kind of mind-blowing because I don't know what you would pay for that new, back in the 70s and 80s when those tractors were new. I don't know what you would have paid for that option, but I paid about $280. And that's including the shipping. I think they charge quite a bit for shipping, but that's why they're so damn quick, So, but for the price, I hope I'm getting everything that I need. That's what I'm worried about, because for the price, it doesn't sound right, but yeah, they really shouldn't charge full price because they're not new parts, they're used. So I just hope that I'm getting what I need out of it, which is the column, the U-joint, and then all the mounting hardware, and then you need that little lever, and then there's a thing that goes over the column, and then in between the dash, it's kind of just like a cover, It just covers so you can't see the inside of the dash. That's what I hope that I'm getting. Even if I don't get what I need, then I have to call them back and then be like, well, this is what I need, you know, and they got to go find one out of another junk tractor or something, you know. So, but I'll make a video of that too, I guess, when it shows up. Right now I'm editing that Blazer video. That took a long time to edit because it is a long video. So, but I just hope everybody likes it. I mean, you guys can leave your opinions if you like it or not. I have heard some negative things about them, but for the amount that I drive, that I would be driving it, I don't think I'm going to have much issues with it. And if I do, they're probably going to be. I mean, there's minor issues with it now, which I will probably have taken care of, and then yeah. But yeah, so I just hope that I get everything I need. That's what I'm kind of concerned about. Battery boxes wise, I got everything I needed. That's all I needed was just the battery boxes. I didn't need the covers. I didn't even need the strap that goes across it because I had my own. I could have reused my own. And then the covers, the front cover, I didn't need them either because mine are still perfectly fine. I just needed the boxes. That's all I needed, and I got what I wanted. So I'm happy about that. This one, I guess, it needs a little bit of love, but that's fine. I might be better off taking the angle grinder down in there first to really get that thick, heavy rust shut off. This one I could get done by hand. So, but yeah. Thought I heard a car coming. I guess not. Just, I don't know what it was. But yeah, so guys, I guess that's pretty much it. I guess just let me know what you think. And, yeah. So I'm kind of definitely excited about the tilt steering kit. I can't wait to see what I get out of that. But the problem is, when is it going to get installed? You know. And now the young guy can't do it because one, you know, he's going to be hauling hay. I imagine he's already started. And I don't think he's hauling any hay today. So, but it's not going to, you know, I don't think he's going to want to work on anything anyway. And plus, he's probably still busy at his place getting ready for winter. He's probably getting all his stuff serviced and getting it ready. So, you know, if I had our own workshop, it'd be fine. I could put the tractor in there and it wouldn't matter. But, you know, I don't want to work out in the rain. It's not fun. It's kind of cold too. So, as you can tell, because I'm wearing a sweater. So, that's another thing I forgot. I got a new temperature thermal thingy, whatever you call them. I got a new one of these, but now they have a bracket on it. It doesn't sit against the wall, I don't think, like that. That's saying about 41, 42. I mean, that still works, but it's just that it's turning yellow and you can't really, it's, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's starting to kind of get a film on the lens too. I think I don't know if it was there now or not. I think that might be mostly a summertime thing when it gets, it's getting a little film on it, so it's getting harder to read it now, which you can still read it. If you're up close, you can read it, but if you're far away, you might have a little trouble reading it. But I got a new one of those. I just haven't put it on yet. So, but yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it, guys. That's what I got so far. 2 new battery boxes. This charger doohickey thing, and then backrest. And then I got that tilt steering kit coming coming too. So, but I got some other things coming too. But that's all just miscellaneous crap for the house. So I don't think you guys care about that too much. So well, I won't bore you with that. But yeah, so yeah. But I guess that's pretty much it. I think I'm just going to clean up here a little bit and then maybe see if I can work on this battery box a little bit. Oh, how was the bottom again? I don't remember. Well, the bottom's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, that's not so bad. That just needs touch-up paint on it. That's gonna need some love. Yeah. Ew, what is that? Oh, this is dirt. Okay, well, yeah, so anyways, I guess that's pretty much it. Damn it. It needs love. This one definitely needs some love, but it ain't terrible. It's not rusted out, so that's the main thing. Like I said, I can rock it the way they are, but if I can at least attempt to get them to last a couple years more than they normally would, I'm going to do it then. So maybe try to get in here with the angle grinder and maybe try to grind most of this out. And then we'll, just, I guess, throw some paint on it. It'll have to probably be a thin layer because I don't have any more. I'd have to order some, which maybe I'll do. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah. But that's okay. I'm happy. I got him. We got him here. That's the main thing. So that one's all right. He's just gonna need some light sanding and then a thin layer of paint. This one, I think it's gonna need the it's gonna need the angle grinder inside. I don't know why one's worse than the other. This must have been sitting out in the weather or something. Or if this was still attached to the tractor, which it looks like actually, because this, yeah, that's not completely rusted up yet. So these have been still attached to the tractor. There's a little bit of rust there, so I don't know, but whatever, it ain't gonna matter. So I'll grind that one down and then throw some paint on it and then sand it a little bit or whatever and be done with it. So, but that's all I got as of right now. I will make a video on the tilt steering thing when I get it. Hopefully I get everything that I need to do it. I'll see if I can get the young guy to help. And you know what? I think if we fix up the battery boxes and then put them on, and then put the backrest on, and then put the tilt steering kit in, this tractor is going to be one of a kind, I think. I mean, there's plenty of other tractors like that out there, but this is going to be one of my own, you know, that I just ain't going to ever want to sell it because I've done a lot of work to it and spent a lot of money. I'm spending a lot of money on this fucking tractor. And I still ain't done. I still got a lot more to do. I got all that damn air conditioning and blower to replace and all that other good shit, so, but, yeah. This tractor is definitely getting the love. It's actually getting a little bit more love than Big Red's ever gotten in his whole entire fucking life, but I probably will order some LED headlights for Big Red just to give him some new headlights. And then, yeah, maybe send them in this fall or later on this winter or something and see if they can figure out what the hell's wrong with them. So, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.